For the past 8 years, the mining town of Kirovsk, west of Lugansk in the Donbass, has endured unrelenting shelling by Ukrainian forces located a few kilometers away. Today, it remains part of the front line in the Russian special military operation launched in February. Our special envoy there, Alejandro Kirk, is on site.
A public school in Kirovsk in western Lugansk today receives humanitarian aid from Russia. Here the war started in 2014 and has not stopped.
For 8 years, our people have lost relatives, lost loved ones, lost people and friends. Our people were losing their homes, losing their possessions. We all saw off our defenders of the Republic together. In 14 in particularly, since 14, schools, kindergartens, the city's swimming pool have been shelled. Ukraine has cut off our water completely. We stayed a year and a half in the city of Kirovsk. There was just no water. All these years, the shelling has been carried out precisely in the sleeping areas.
A Ukrainian missile landed unexploded in this house. It is the same type as the one that in April destroyed this residential building in Donetsk.
It came in from above, it hit the house, it broke through the wall, and that's where it went under the stove. Half a meter deep it went in, punched through the floor and the soil into the ground. And who was at home at that time? Me and my mom.
After 8 years of defending themselves from Ukrainian attacks, this time the people's militias are on the offensive, regaining the entire territory of the former province, now an independent republic.
At this moment, I can say that more than 90% of the territory of the Lugansk People's Republic has been liberated. First of all, when planning offensive actions, the leaders of the Luhansk People's Militias, as well as the military of the Russian Federation. They're guided by the principle that we should not leave behind a scorched soil, but liberate it. Therefore, we have difficulties in advancing on all the sections of the terrain. We should not forget that the Ukrainian military have people as human shields.
Mayor Sergeyevna is clear about the path to a lasting peace.
Nazism is not completely destroyed on the territory of Ukraine. We will probably never have peace because Nazism does not disappear on its own. It just rears its head more and more. Well, as a resident of Kirovsk, I can't even compare the brutality that was on the Ukrainian side against us in 2014 and the atrocities that they now create. Nazism, indeed, over these 8 years has grown. It seems to me it has generally enslaved Ukraine with its views, its atrocities. Well, I think until Nazism is completely destroyed, we won't have complete peace.
Less than 30,000 people live in this mining town. The generous avenues and Soviet-era buildings betray a much larger project. Alejandro Kirk, teleSUR, Kirovsk, Lugansk People's Republic.